It is also difficult to determine the literacy and numeracy of students comparatively due to adversities towards NAPLAN by students, parents, and educators alike. Further, students may have also developed valuable unconventional learnings not specified in the curriculum, such as sustainability of country and history of country. Due to the small population, many of the classes taught have a diverse range of student backgrounds, languages, ages, and abilities. The grouping of students is necessary and culturally appropriate as many Aboriginal cultures value sharing and peer collaboration. As a result, teachers at the school must adapt lesson plans and resources to accommodate for a wide range of student ability and interest. However, this presentation shows content descriptors from Year 1 and 2 to form a rough assumption of student understanding. Here it is assumed that students have had experience with measuring using informal units and have practiced different interaction literacy skills. As science and health are woven into this learning project, it is important to estimate prior understanding for these areas too. Here, educators can assume that students have a fundamental understanding of health and the function of living things. The focus topic for this task is from a place-based learning perspective whereby students employ literacy, numeracy, scientific and health-related knowledge and skills into building and utilising a sustainable school garden. The task is informed by Young Porter's 8 ways of learning, specifically through land links and community links, as students work with local Aboriginal community members and elders to build their garden. Students will use measurement skills to plan and measure out the length of the garden, and interaction skills to collaborate effectively with their peers throughout the project. Students will also develop their scientific understanding of living organisms and what they need to survive, as well as learning about their own health and well-being. The chosen targeted learning outcomes reflect other aspects of Aboriginal pedagogies, such as storytelling, whereby the development of verbal communication is vital in learning. It is important that educators encourage and foster students' development of code switching through culture to reinforce cultural strength and pride. The specific targeted learning outcomes for literacy and numeracy include: students will be able to use familiar metric measurements in a practical sense by planning and building the school garden, and students will be able to effectively and collaboratively work with their peers and will be able to articulate their ideas. Similarly, the specific targeted learning outcomes for science and health include: students will use their knowledge of living things to determine where plants need to be planted in order to grow, and students will develop their understanding of health through learning from elders about native bush foods and medicines. Along with paper and pencils used for planning, the resources involved with this project include local Aboriginal elders and community members, native bush plants, measurement materials, paint and wood for garden signs. Many of the resources used for the garden construction are likely to be sourced from recycled materials like old metal drums for the garden beds.